No, I just think that, we're very comfortable in this position right now, obviously being up 3-0. Wouldn't have, wanted it to go to this point, but at the end of the day, we knew they were going to have a push. They're an unbelievable team. They've had, great playoffs, great season. We knew this wasn't going to be a 4-game series. Let's all be honest here. So we're very comfortable in this position. We were in this position a couple of series ago in Boston. We, played the Rangers and had a very similar position going there for a Game 5. So we're very comfortable right now. We're excited. We know it's going to be a great environment tomorrow, and hopefully our last game of the season.
That same row, Emily?
This is for Matthew. It seemed like you really turned it on in that last game. What was just going through your mind during that game, and how were you able to elevate?
No, I just want to elevate because I want to help my team. Want to help this team win. It's kind of what everybody thinks right now. It's go out there, do whatever you can to just win that one game. We have that mindset. Edmonton has that mindset. I think that's why both teams are in the position they're in right now, is because we've both had that. You don't really think about the series. You don't try to get ahead of yourself. You don't reflect on mistakes made in previous games. Like, you just attack each day and each game like it's a completely new one. So it doesn't matter what I did or what we did last game. It's a fresh day tomorrow. It's a fresh game, fresh new game day. So we're very excited. Like I said, I'm sure they're excited. Stanley Cup Finals, it doesn't get better than this.
Right side, front row, Tom.
Sam, what are you seeing on the power play in this series, in particular the last 2 games with the shorthanded goals that maybe you guys can clean up, and maybe how does Oliver going on the point change that up?
Yeah, it might provide a different look, maybe a spark that we've been needing. Certainly a very successful kill, certainly in the postseason for them. I think we're trying to find a little bit more pace, a little bit more simplicity out there. And tomorrow's a great opportunity to turn it around.
Left side, third row.
Matthew, people talk about pressure and, the pressure for them being down 3-0 and now on you guys having lost the last 2. How do you handle that mentally, the back and forth, knowing you're so close, and then all of a sudden now it's 3-2, and just that aspect of it?
Yeah, we know how series have gone, but like I said on the previous question, I think both teams are really good at blocking out everything and just playing that one game, So I think we've done a great job of that playoffs. Obviously, they have as well, for them to be in the Cup Finals as well. So I don't really believe in that too much. I think now them fighting back, now it's a 3-2 series. It's a lot different than 3-0. So, it's kind of just a new day. It really is. So both teams are going out there with the same mindset, both blocking out the outside noise, whether it's, pressure on both sides, it doesn't matter. You got to keep that laser focus, and you just got to win your day.
Right side, third row, Greg.
Matthew, you played well last game, but so did the team in the third period. A lot of people said you kind of looked like the Panthers again, the way that you played in the third. How much of that sort of proof of concept, seeing that you guys play like that again, can carry over and sort of say, hey, we're still that team?
Oh, we are that team. I mean, we've been that team all year and all playoffs. Had a little bit of a lapse, 5-on-5 in game 4 here for a period and a half. But for the most part, we've been pretty consistent with it, and we've always liked our 5-on-5 game. I think that's where we're at our best. It's pretty obvious that we're staying out of all this stuff in the series. We don't, need there to be excuse to call penalties or 4-on-4 or anything. We really like our 5-on-5 game. We're comfortable against anybody in the world with it. So, I don't know. I think especially in second half of the game, we showed, better than maybe the first half of the game. But again, tomorrow's a new day.
Right side, front row, Colby.
This one's for Sam. I mean, over the past couple of days, we've heard Coach talk about how when you're one win away from the Stanley Cup, the goal kind of comes before the game at some points where you're looking right at the goal, and it's the game's the only thing that's in the way. I mean, how do you kind of get the mindset where you just have to win a hockey game and not really have to think about what's behind it?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a challenge. We've certainly been trying to learn how to get better at. I think any series as it goes, as you see that finish line right in front of you, it gets harder. The other team gets a little bit more desperate. So I mean, it's a constant learning experience to go through that. I don't think there's been a champion ever in the history of the sport that's had a perfect playoff run. We're no different. Edmonton's no different. We're both in this position for a reason. And like Chucky said, tomorrow's a new day, and we're thrilled about the opportunity ahead.
Left side back row, Salim.
Either one of you. How much does Paul's demeanor rub off on you guys in these moments?
Go ahead, brother.
I mean, he sets the tone for the group. Day one since he got here a couple years ago, he's had a very firm grasp on what's needed on a daily basis. That trust goes both ways. So we trust his approach on things. We follow his lead.
Left side third row, Josh.
Matthew, head coach Paul Maurice said that he's watched the video of your goal that you saved more than 100 times. Curious your reaction from your teammates if you've seen the video, and looking back at what you actually did in that play, what you thought.
I mean, I just tried to not let it go in. I have not watched it 100 times. I have not watched any part of that game 100 times. I don't know. You see it on TV at the rink or the last couple of days. I don't know. It's the same mindset that the rest of the team has. Play till the last second, the last whistle. Every inch counts. I don't know. I mean, it's a play in a game that I guess maybe it isn't seen a lot of, but they scored right after, so it didn't really matter.
Anything else?